I have been on the keto diet for quite some time. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I did fall off the wagon and get run over a few times recently, but it is what it is. If you don't know about the ketogenic diet, here's how it works. You shun all carbs, not a single carb. You have one carb, it's over. It doesn't work. And then you pump yourself full of fat and protein, so much so that your internal organs are just like, what are we even here for? What are we doing? The liver is talking to the kidneys, talking to the heart. They're just like, why are we even here? The appendix is like, what's the problem, guys? Just like relax, you know? So I went to this conference a month ago, and I'm desperate to stay in ketosis. I've been doing really well. I'm down about 17 pounds. This is great. And I don't want to give my body a chance to recover because that is just unacceptable. So I'm looking at online menus. What can I eat? Oh, steak. Can I have steak? Yeah, I can have steak. Steak is good. So I go to this restaurant to order the steak only to find out that they've taken it off the menu. And I start freaking out. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to eat another lettuce burger. That makes 3 this week. I hate lettuce burgers. They taste delicious, but they're not filling. They're gonna bring it out with fries, even though I told them no fries. The fries are gonna be seasoned and crisp to perfection. I'm gonna eat the fries. Then they're gonna ask if I want dessert, and why not? Because I've already blown it with the fries. And the next thing you know, I've got ice cream stains all over my shirt, and I'm puking my guts out into an empty carton of Ben & Jerry's in a back alley somewhere. Or something of that nature. It's inevitable. It happens every time. Like I said. But the manager, you know, he comes to my rescue and he's like, hey, bro, I think I still got a slice of beef in the back. So guys, if anyone tells you that they've taken beef off the menu, they've revised all their menus, and they still have this perishable item in the back, that's a red flag, okay? But me, I'm trying to be agreeable. I'm trying to be something that I'm not. And I'm like, yeah, sure, sounds good. You got one in the back, throw it on the grill for me, bring it out here medium rare. That's perfect market price. This piggy goes to market all the time. That's totally fine. I'll pay the market price. Just bring it out. And he's like, all right, bro, I got you. Because, you know, he knows what it's like to be on the keto diet. So about 15 minutes later, he comes out and he's got this slab of beef that looks delicious, but reeks like the bluest of all cheeses. I am not kidding. This thing stinks. My gag reflex is getting out. Even my appendix is like, whoa, hang on a minute, man. Like, can we talk about this? And he says, bro, you like aged beef? And I'm thinking, oh my gosh. But I'm committed. Yeah, sure, aged beef all the time. That's all I ever eat. In fact, if a cut of beef is not aged appropriately, I won't even touch it. So I'm just like selling it. And he's like, hey, all right, I got you, man. So he gives this thing to me and I immediately start Googling aged beef. And I got to scroll through all the hate speech, you know, meat is murder, forks over knives, hero dog discovers life hack, only eats grass. You know, we got to stop asking the internet stuff. All the internet is good for is telling you who to hate. Spoiler alert, it's you. Anyway, I finally get to the point and I start reading about the process. Aging beef is basically you put a cut of beef in the refrigerator and you let the bacteria grow over it, and so it crusts over it, and then it gets inside of it and it breaks down the sinew and makes it like super tender, and that's the draw, I guess. That's why people like this thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have ordered the lettuce burger. But you know, it's a slow night, so he's across the thing like, hey, just looking at me, bro. And so I'm committed now. So I cut off a little bite, and despite my gag reflex, I eat a piece. And it's not that bad. It stinks to high heaven, but it tastes okay. And I'm like, well, in for a penny, in for a pound, you know? Hopefully not like in for $40, out for 48 hours. So I eat the whole thing. I eat every last bit of this thing. And I start to sweat. And I'm like, please God, let this just be the meat sweats. And the manager, he comes over and he's like, hey, how did you like it, bro? I'm like, oh, it was wonderful. This was aged to perfection. By the way, how long did you age this particular cut of beef? You know, I'm looking for some redemption here. I'm hoping like, okay, maybe if it's like 30 days or less, I can be okay. I can not panic. 128 days. I ate a slab of meat that had been rotting in a fridge for over 4 months and out for 48 hours.